From Forex Traders Daily, this is your daily analysis with Ross Mullins, live from Richmond, Virginia.
Hello everyone, this is today's video analysis for November 1st, 2017. Today we're going to be taking a look at the EURUSD, the euro, versus the US dollar. Before I begin our analysis for the day today, it's important for me to recognize the fact that the next 48, a little bit more than 48 hours going all the way through non-farm payrolls for the US on Friday, we have a significant couple of days of news on the calendar. So pay attention to the news calendar, pay attention to what's happening in the market, use appropriate risk strategies in all trade setups because it could be a very volatile next 48 hours here in the Forex market. So back to our analysis for the day today. Looking at the daily time frame, we have two different trends we've been studying in the live trade room. The blue trend line, the rising trend, the black trend line, a change of that trend pattern where we've seen a lower high and a new lower low. Something else interesting about this currency pair is we've been studying the head and shoulders pattern that has developed here on this pair. Easier to see on a little bit different chart, and let me switch over there for a moment. We can see that head and shoulders pattern developing here on this chart. Easier to see because there's no other lines, and I've zoomed way out so you really just see the structure of the pattern. You don't really concern yourself with the candlesticks. But of course the gold trend line, the uptrend, the black trend line, the downtrend, the blue trend or blue horizontal line, the top one, the short blue line being the shoulder level of the head and shoulders pattern, the green line being the top, the red line being the neck level. What's important about that red line is that's also where the 100 period moving average comes into play, right around the 1.167580 level. We can see the red line, the neck level of the head and shoulders pattern, 100 period moving average, also Fibonacci, lowest low to highest high of the uptrend, all the way from the bottom to the top, puts the 0.236 Fibonacci retracement level right there at that same area, 1.168075. So we're underneath that now. That's the key point, is that we are underneath that neck level of the head and shoulders pattern. If that continues, the possibilities of falling down to the next fib level, which is all the way down to 382 Fibonacci retracement level, sits all the way down here into 1.1425 or so. So that would be a pretty extreme profit target if we can stay in from the upper 16s to the lower 114. So definitely something that we've been studying and trading. Our original entry is all the way up here towards the top of the pattern into the 1.1800 or so level. You can see that green line up there. We've locked in profit, can't lose on the trade. We'd like to see that stay in and continue to pressure down to the 114 level. Again, news over the next few days could drive it down there. Really the risk here is that it gets back above 117 and starts moving back up within the overall pattern. Back to our other chart here, and so we zoom it in a little bit, we can get a little better idea what's been happening. Take a look at the past couple of days, and I think this is just the calm before the storm. The market just hesitating before we get all this news coming up over the next few days. The blue shaded area is that 117, 116.95 level. Of course, the 100 period moving average underneath there. I've been talking about all week long in the live trade room about the potential of it rallying towards the blue shaded area, but at least at this point, it doesn't look like it's going to do that. Staying within and under the yellow zone is really what we're focusing in on. Let's take it down to the 4-hour time frame. As we get down here, we're going to talk about what we talked about in the live trade room yesterday, is the congestion zone, the period right here inside the yellow shaded area where we really hadn't seen the market do much at all. It's just been bouncing around in here for the past couple days, really almost since market opened this week. We've just been bouncing around in here between 1625, 1650. The next thing we're looking for a confirmed direction would be a break higher. We tried to do it over here, couldn't sustain that hold above 1650, came right back down. We haven't seen a break back underneath it since getting within here. So at least at this point, there's no trade on other than the long-term trade from selling up here at the green shaded area. There's no trade on right now, but if it breaks out above or below, positive news for the US, we look for this to break down through the bottom of this yellow zone, 116.25, and begin the next leg lower of the head and shoulders pattern and the downtrend. In the negative sentiment after that, we could see it go higher. I think the overall expectation is that we'll see some positive motivation for this to go lower, but we want to be sure. So I'm looking for the breakout underneath 116.25 for the euro, looking for the continuation of the downward slide with the head and shoulders pattern that we've been studying. Next target would be down here 115.70. That is the next area for support, 115.70, and then beyond there we're down into the mid to low 11400s for the euro dollar potentially over the next few days.
From Forex Traders Daily, this has been your daily analysis with Ross Mullins. If you would like to get Ross's analysis on all the currency pairs he's watching and all the trades he takes today, join him in his live trade room by clicking on the link below. Please leave any comments you have about today's video in the comments section below.